Have you ever noticed how some people seem genuinely happy with almost nothing, while others who have it all still can't find happiness? What if I told you the answer isn't what you think? Stay until the end, because this simple story reveals a truth that could transform how you see wealth, happiness, and peace forever. In the quiet town of Maplewood, two men lived side by side on the same street. Their houses stood next to each other, but their lives couldn't have been more different. Thomas was a skilled craftsman who made beautiful wooden furniture in his small workshop. He didn't have much money, but he had enough to get by with his wife, Sarah, and their young daughter, Emma. Every evening he would finish his work, wash his hands, and head home with a smile on his face. His daughter would run to the door when she heard his footsteps, and Sarah would have dinner ready on the table. They would eat together, share stories about their day, and then drift off to sleep peacefully. His neighbor, Richard, was a wealthy businessman who owned several stores across town. He had more money than he could count, a big house filled with expensive things, and a large safe in his bedroom where he kept his cash and valuable documents. Richard lived alone. His days were filled with business meetings and his nights with worries about his wealth. But here's the strange thing. Thomas, who had little, slept like a baby every night. He would leave his windows open to let in the cool breeze, lock only his front door, and drift off to sleep without a care in the world. Richard, on the other hand, couldn't remember the last time he had a peaceful night's sleep. Every night, Richard would walk through his house, checking every door twice, every window 3 times. He would test the locks on his safe, peer through the curtains at the empty street, and lie in bed staring at the ceiling. While Richard tossed and turned, he could hear something through the wall. It was Thomas, snoring peacefully. This bothered Richard more than he wanted to admit. How could Thomas sleep so well when he had so little? Richard had everything money could buy, yet peace was the one thing that escaped him. One Saturday morning, Richard was in his garden when he saw Thomas walking by, whistling a cheerful tune. "Good morning, Thomas. You seem happy today," Richard called out. "Good morning, Richard. I'm happy every day, my friend. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?" "Tell me something, Thomas. How do you sleep so well at night? I hear you snoring through the wall." Thomas laughed. "Do I snore that loudly? Sorry about that." "I don't know, Richard. I just finish my work, go home to Sarah and Emma. We have dinner together and sleep comes naturally. Why do you ask?" "I can't sleep, Thomas. Every night I lie awake worrying. About my businesses, about my money, about security. I have everything, but I have no peace." "I'm sorry to hear that, Richard. That must be very difficult." Richard looked at Thomas for a long moment, and suddenly an idea came to him. "Thomas, I think I know the problem. You sleep well because you have no worries. But you have no worries because you have no money. If you had money, you could give your family so much more. Emma could go to better schools. Sarah wouldn't have to worry about bills. Wait here." Before Thomas could respond, Richard rushed into his house. He came back 5 minutes later carrying a heavy metal box. "Thomas, we've been neighbors for 5 years. You're a good man, and I can't stand watching you struggle. This box contains a huge amount of money. I want you to have it. Use it to expand your workshop, give Emma the best education, and make life easier for your family." "Richard, I can't accept this. It's too much." "Thomas, I have plenty. This money means nothing to me, but it could change your family's life. Please, take it. Consider it a gift from a friend." Thomas looked at the box, thinking about all the things he could do for Sarah and Emma. Slowly, he reached out and took it. "I don't know what to say, Richard. Thank you so much." Thomas took the box home and placed it on his bedroom table. He opened it and stared at the cash inside. He had never seen so much money in his entire life. That evening, Thomas sat with his family at dinner, but he was distracted. Sarah noticed he kept glancing towards the bedroom. When bedtime came, Thomas lay down as usual. But sleep didn't come. The window, I should close the window. Someone might see the box, he thought. He got up and closed the window. Then he looked at the door. Is the door locked properly? Let me check again. He checked the door. Then he lay back down. But his eyes kept opening, staring at the box on the table. The whole night, Thomas didn't sleep even 1 hour. He would close his eyes, then open them to look at the box. When morning finally came, Thomas looked terrible. His eyes were red, his body was tired, and his head was aching. As soon as the sun came up, Thomas took the box and walked straight to Richard's house. He knocked on the door urgently. Richard opened the door. Thomas, what's wrong? You look awful. Richard, I need to give this back to you. Thomas held out the box. Give it back? Why? What happened? I couldn't sleep, Richard. Not even for 1 minute. All night I kept worrying. About thieves, about fire, about losing it. I kept checking the doors and windows. I couldn't stop thinking about that money. But Thomas, that's normal. That's just being responsible, especially with a family to protect. No, Richard, that's not living. Last night I finally understood your life. You have so much, but you can't enjoy any of it because you're too busy protecting it. That money didn't make me richer. It made me a prisoner, Thomas continued. I'm not a wealthy man, Richard, but I have something you've been looking for. I have peace. I have sleep. I have a mind that's free from worry. Last night, your gift took all of that away from me. I thought I was helping you and your family. I know you did, my friend, and I'm grateful. But I've learned something important. I don't need that money. I need to wake up feeling rested so I can be there for my family. I need to work without fear. I need to sleep without worry. Your money can't give me those things. Only my simple life can. Thomas pressed the box into Richard's hands. Please, take it back. My family is happy with what we have. We have enough. Richard took the box slowly. You're a wiser man than I am, Thomas. Not wiser, just different. We all need different things to be happy. That night, Thomas went home, opened his window, and slept peacefully once again. And Richard sat in his bedroom, holding that box of money, finally understanding what he had lost in his search for more. In today's world, we often think that having more will solve our problems. More money, more success, more possessions. We work extra hours, stress ourselves, and sacrifice our peace of mind for things we believe will make us happy. But here's the truth. Peace of mind is more valuable than anything money can buy. You can't purchase a good night's sleep. You can't buy freedom from worry. This doesn't mean money is bad. It means we should be careful not to sacrifice our peace while chasing after more. Learn to appreciate what you have. Protect your peace. Because a simple life with a calm mind is worth more than a rich life filled with anxiety. True wealth isn't measured by what's in your bank account. It's measured by how peacefully you can close your eyes at night.